Announce
Good
it.
evening. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of Riders After Dark. We have a few extra people here. Got Amanda Novelin, Rob's wife, and we have
You
Heather
just said
Brown
it
for the
wrong.
first time.
You said
What?
it wrong.
Will you say it?
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, you have here Rob Novellin. You have Thomas Hunt, Celeste Ross, Tasia Tim, Amanda Novellin, and Heather Brown. I did not mean to say Heather Brown's name last. It's just I have to say my wife's
Yeah,
first.
what's up?
I'll take it.
Okay.
Favorites.
But yes, we
Sorry,
have
someone gets a little sensitive when people say Novellin, Novelin,
Yeah,
or
I do that a lot.
I get so annoyed by it.
I was doing it too in my own head, but at least
Yeah, I
not
think
out
that's
loud
why.
like he did.
I used to until I heard him say it the first time, and I was like, "Oh, I've been saying it wrong."
see, I work as a teacher, and so like the number of different ways I hear it said, I stopped correcting people. Like it's quite cute. There was a kindergartner who used to call me Mrs. No Melon.
Oh,
That's great.
It's like as long as it kind of sounds like it, I'll respond.
I get that, but with my first name, nobody can pronounce my first name.
Tasia.
Correct the first time. Most people butcher my first name because this is my real name. I don't use a pen name, so I have grown up being called all sorts of things.
Wait a minute.
I will-
Your real last name is Tim with 2 M's?
Yes.
I'm guessing that's your husband's last name.
Yes.
I knew it. I was like, there's no way she was born Tasia Tim.
No.
In a way, she
No.
picked it still.
Yeah.
See,
That's
see,
how
Yeah,
Well, hey, if
See,
the,
I
if the
chose
theme
this
is
pen
if the theme's gonna be talking about like thrillers and like our books and stuff, what if we go through and just have everyone kind of like introduce themselves and like say the books that they have that they want to put up for discussion?
Oh,
Some of
no.
us only have one, but
I have 12.
that way
I'll
we
be on here
have
for a whole hour talking.
Yeah.
Tasia, you take over the first 10 minutes.
yeah pick one.
well, Asher is like more of a thriller than a romance, right? So you could just
Mhm.
go with Asher.
Yeah, there's no romance in it at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about Asher.
Nice.
It's really hard to because without spoiling much, but I guess
Yeah, it's a
since I
short
did
book. It's
short-
It's 135 pages. I think I just saw. like that.
With the printed one is 130. Yeah, it's right at 135.
Nailed it.
And the light hits it just right. You can see his face,
Mm-hmm.
and then if the light doesn't hit it, you can see the prison on there.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was much easier
Wait,
to see in the
Wait.
video I did.
That's what this prequel is about, him in prison?
It's how he ends up in prison,
I
his
gotta
time in
read
prison, and everything.
oh, spoiler.
I gotta
No.
read this.
If you read Flesh and Flame, you'll know immediately that he was. So it's not like
Okay,
a massive
That's
spoiler.
the first book, Flesh and Flame.
So this is the first one, yeah.
Okay.
So you read this one first, and then this is the prequel, but the prequel needs to be read after you read this.
I got you.
And there's a reason for that. But there are hints to when you read this is the apocalypse, and then this is like years before.
So
He's a
so
teenager
you,
when it starts out.
so you don't recommend that like new readers who are just starting read Asher first?
They could. They definitely could. I feel like you could definitely read Asher first, but I put it as 1.5 just because if you read it first, it just kind of ruins a bit of the surprise to come, and you'll already
There's
know.
spoilers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with Flesh and Flame. I also wrote Flesh and Flame for you to not be able to guess certain things in it, so that when you read the prequel, it's like, oh my gosh, like I kind of hinted at certain things, and you're gonna go, wow, like I read that, it makes more sense now. And then with Ruin and Rage, you have to have read both because especially towards the end where it's most critical, because there's a lot of internal dialogue with what's going on with him. You have to have read both, especially his prequel, to understand, because he makes a few statements, and without reading this, you'll have zero clue why he makes those statements.
Interesting.
Oh,
like
I
it.
finally got to the part where he injected Asher injects stuff.
Yeah.
Rob's
are you
really
doing?
bad about spoilers. It's
Shit.
hilarious.
I'm so
Don't
sorry.
worry, I ruined them. I mean, don't worry, because
My wife knows all
massively-
too well. I spoil everything. I'll tell
You know
you
what's
something
great?
about a movie.
it's
before
okay
we-
because I ruined everything for you. So I feel super bad because I was just chatting, totally forgetting that you hadn't read the book. And then when I was talking about it, like for Rob, I completely ruined everything. So,
the book is about an airplane falls out of the sky
Donnie
yeah,
Darko.
exactly.
and hits all of New York City, and there's only 5 survivors left. And what happens is they all battle the 5 people. They battle for supplies, and one of them gets a flamethrower. And then they're all like, "We got to look out for the guy with the flamethrower now." And
Do you deal with this every day, Amanda?
Asher's
Yeah.
Asher's the one with the flamethrower.
Suggestion for the future, Rob.
That's how he got jail.
You should use the restroom before these podcasts because you're full of shit right now.
Come here.
Flesh
Come
Flame
here.
actually starts. The very first chapter was a dream I had, and I kept having the dream over and over and over. And I started taking notes on it. And then I would tell my husband about it, and he's like, "That's just the weirdest thing. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?" I turned that first chapter that dream into the first chapter. But it is like this guy gets out of prison. He's been stalking this chick, and he goes over to greet her, and tornado hits. And when they come up afterwards, the world has gone to shit, and there's a zombie apocalypse. And it's just about them surviving it and trying to find a safe haven. And after they do, that safe haven isn't exactly a safe haven, and they have to decide if the monsters that are inside of them can battle the monsters that are trying to take over the it's really kind of like I don't even know how to explain it. I'm
It's
terrible
like-
at trying to
Me
talk about
too.
my own book.
It's like a zombie apocalypse romance. It's spicy.
It is.
It's got
It's very
action.
spicy.
It's got action. It's got carnage. It's really good. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's one of those books
And
where
I can't even talk about the part that I really want to talk about until everybody reads it, because it's like there's like a Resident
you.
Evil. I know.
Rob wants to talk about it so bad.
There's
Okay, Rob,
there's
hold it in.
it's a good book.
I know it's my
Yeah.
next up. I'm gonna read it next.
I was gonna say,
I don't know.
my
what
favorite
the
part of the
spoiler
book
was.
is the dolphins.
yeah.
My favorite
Wait.
part
I
of
don't
the
know
book
what the
is the dolphins.
spoiler was.
Dolphins.
Are there fucking dolphins in this book?
Are you
You see the
serious?
dolphins, Rob.
No,
You've already passed that.
Yeah, you're past it, Rob. You
wait,
missed it.
in Flesh and Flame.
Dolphins.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
listened to it.
Where?
What the?
I'll give you a hint. They're in the water.
You know what, Hunter? You know what? Surviving Winterland wasn't that good. I'm
Oh,
joking.
Oh, man.
fire.
I love, dude. It was so. If it wasn't good, I wouldn't have it right here. Right next.
Oh, look at
Man.
that.
I have y'all's books near me, but I don't have. Well, Flame is in the bedroom.
I
but
don't
yeah, my
have
book's on
Flesh
the
and
wall.
Flame. It's on my dining room table. I forgot to bring it down.
I forgot to bring mine up,
I haven't
actually
bought
didn't
yours
even
yet. I
consider
feel
it.
bad.
to be honest.
Damn. I haven't the dolphins.
But no, it's in the ocean.
Is that when they get? I don't want to say it because
Yeah,
When
it's-
are they
Okay,
in the
Rob,
ocean?
When they're heading
stop.
to
It's when they're
when
looking at the
heading
water.
to the safe haven, the first safe haven. Yes, when they're in the
Yeah.
water, that is their. I always put in a gentle scene
now
before
I
chaotic scene,
remember. Now I remember the dolphins. Okay.
and
Now I
his internal dialogue is like, "This could have been our life before," and yes, I
remember
put
now.
that scene in because I have a massive tattoo of dolphins on my arms.
Amanda's
so-
got a dolphin on her arm.
It's all the
No,
way up
it's
my
an
I got
all the
one
way
on
up.
mine too.
Oh, it's an
It's
orca.
an-
She got a-
It's
got
an
an orca.
orca.
Show it. It's cool.
Okay,
It's an
hold on.
orca holding. It's an
Wait,
orca
everybody's got
holding
dolphin
a,
tattoos? What's
Dude,
happening?
yes.
It's a dolphin.
I
It's
didn't
a
tell you my
killer
whole thing, but
whale.
Why?
I'm
Why am
wearing
I not
like
part
a.
of this?
Is that a red panda? That's what
Yeah.
I
You guys
thought.
put these together?
So my
You got dolphins
fav-
behind you. It counts.
So
It's passive.
my favorite wild animal is the killer whale, and my daughter's favorite wild animal is the red panda. So as like a
Aw.
graduation present from my master's program to myself, I went and got a Lisa Frank style tattoo of our two
That's
favorite wild animals holding each other.
Aw.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that
That's
is
sweet.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Does she
I'm
like red
Oh,
pandas
sorry.
because of turning red? Or
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
she loves
How
that
do you
movie.
know that?
because we have a daughter too?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
Hunter, you're
the
next.
K-pop and red pandas, just
Um,
all the
Unless
things.
Tasia's got more to say, you're next, Hunter. I'm calling you out.
Yeah, I don't have much to say.
I didn't want to like cut you off. I just didn't.
No,
know if
you're
you-
good. I went up
We'll
spoiling something
probably
if I keep
bounce back to
talking,
it, too.
so-
All right,
We can always
Hunter,
bounce back.
go talk about the surviving joy, and
Right.
and
So I'm with kind of Heather and Tasia on this. It took me forever to write it because it was just sitting there. And I started the first 2 chapters and I loved it, and I just didn't touch it for another year or 2. And then I decided that I wanted to finish it, and then I just obsessed over it. And so what I ended up with is a book that was inspired by my hatred of Christmas carols, because everyone always picks on me at work for hating on the Christmas music. So I started making my own Christmas playlist that didn't have the carols in it so that I could listen to something that I liked. And I started writing it January of 21 or 19. I don't even remember anymore. But
It was before we got our house for sure.
it was probably 21 then.
see, that's what surviving Winterland did for you. You were writing it before you were in a house, and you wrote it while you finished it while you were in a house. You stepped it up, man. That's what writing does.
That is true. But yeah, I wanted to make something where the songs were bad, so that was kind of like the root of the whole thing. And then I was
Did
like, okay,
Silent
so
Hill? Oh, sorry.
yeah, go ahead. I like your
Did Silent
description.
Hill play a part in this at all? Because I swear, like, it's a Christmas themed Silent Hill.
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah,
like
I didn't actually think about that until you were the first one that said it in the review, but you're on par with it, but that wasn't the inspiration. I think I came up with the idea on my own. I wanted it to be something to combat Nightmare Before Christmas, because it combines Christmas with the horror. And I don't hate on Nightmare Before Christmas, but I do think it's a little overhyped. But I was hoping to write something that leaned a lot more into the chaos and adult of the
Yeah.
gore and just being crazy and nasty. Nightmare Before Christmas has like the fun songs and stuff. But yeah, what I ended up with was trying to come up with a bunch of songs and just ways to just put people in a place that's bad and just take them all out. And that's what it
Yeah,
ended
'cause-
up being.
Well, do you remember?
That's what I
like-
was reading that, and yeah, I read it, and I was like, this is like Silent Hill for people who love or hate Christmas, because I love and hate it, and it reminded me of that, and it was great. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, because Silent Hill, they go to like another place that's different than everywhere else, and it's
Because
just
she
a lot
like
of bad
ends up
things
in like
happen
an
there.
alternate reality in a whole different type of world, but it is the same world, but it's not. And instead of Christmas bells, it's what is like the alarm blares and bad people die.
Oh yeah, the
Yes, but
alarm. I
Yours
forgot
is
about that.
yours it's caroler. I can't pronounce that word.
There is a
come
loud
out
sound
and start-
though. There is a loud sound though when people show up.
They
Yo,
start singing
Yeah.
and people die. And so I was like, this is like Silent Hill. And I loved it though. Like that's one of my favorite games and movies. And so
I never played
Yeah,
the games. I
Silent
was too
Hill.
afraid to play the games. What's that, Heather?
Silent Hill, that's the one that has like the ashy environment, right? Where like
Yes.
everything like seems all
And
ashy.
Pyramid Head and the creepy nurses that move when
Yeah.
they hear you.
Oh yeah, that does feel like your book a little bit.
Hunter, I'm looking for my favorite one right now.
Favorite what?
Favorite song from Surviving Winterland. Let's see if I can find it. I hope you don't mind if I read it.
Are you talking about
it's a
the Latin?
snowman.
It's like Jingle Bells.
It's a
Yeah.
snowman. It's a
Oh,
snowman.
fun fact. when I originally wrote the first draft, I had a whole bunch of actual Christmas songs in there, and then Zoe was like, "Hey, you realize some of these are probably copyrighted and you can't use them?" So I changed every single one except Jingle Bells because it was the only one that was public domain, so I left it in.
Oh,
Plus you said,
Dang.
plus you
I
had
like
David getting
that,
like
though.
mad at the lyrics of Jingle Bells.
Yeah,
Remember
that was
that?
hilarious. I
Yes.
couldn't change
Yeah.
that. I could have rewrote that one too to make it like stupid. But the part when they're on the lake, because like pretty much everyone in here has read it. The part when they're on the lake, I originally pictured that as being the oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to think of it off the top of my head. The dude that did Tarzan, the music.
Oh, Phil Collins.
Yeah, Phil
Yeah.
Collins. Feel It in the Air
The
Tonight or
dude
whatever.
that did Tarzan.
Or the not Feel It in the Air Tonight. What's the name of that song, Zoe?
In the air tonight?
It is okay. It is In the Air Tonight. I pictured them singing In the Air Tonight when they're walking on the ice. Like that to me just like sets the mood of that whole scene. And so I had the words in there originally, but I had to take them out. I thought about trying to look up how to pay the money to like let it be in the book, but it ended up
good
not
luck.
Just
being
let
worth
him
it.
sue you. That would be such a cool story.
That would
I
be
got
publicity.
sued.
It probably
I
would have
already
gotten
got
more popular that way.
fuck them.
Yeah, Phil Collins sued you.
Maybe.
That's the coolest thing that any author could say. I'd buy your book if Phil Collins sued you, like not even knowing anything about it. I'd be like, that dude got sued by Phil Collins. I'm buying that book.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I messed up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when I
Could've been
first
better.
started reading it and I heard the character's name and it was, what is it, David Davis or whatever?
Yep.
Right? And I was like,
David Davis, yep.
honestly, I was like, this is so stupid. And I was like, who names their kid that? And I kept reading, and honestly, like halfway through, I was like hooked. And then I finished it, and I was like, what is this ending? I need to know what, like, how does this continue?
Yeah.
It really is so good, though. Every
you.
scene where like something massive happens, it's amazing, like what is in his mind. I absolutely just enjoyed every single scene.
It was great. I read it when there was like a snowstorm or something outside. I was like, this is
Oh,
perfect.
sweet.
This is so perfect. Like this
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
even be
for sure.
more of a perfect read right now. I think even when I left a review, I was like, there's snow on the ground. Like the vibe, this is top
Yeah,
tier.
you did put that in the review. I thought that was
See,
awesome.
I thought
I found it. Hunter, can I say it?
What is it?
I
A
mean-
spoiler again? What are you doing?
Well,
No,
it's a song, right?
It's just a song.
Is it the Latin?
No,
Okay.
but it's really good. I'm gonna read it.
It was
Yeah,
good
go ahead,
because
go ahead.
He
If
wrote
nothing
all
else,
these
it'll be a
songs
teaser.
to be terrible.
The
So-
sing-
Yeah, I
Okay,
initially
so-
wrote it to be bad.
The
I figured
singing
if I'm gonna
cont-
write a song about how much I don't like Christmas music, I can't put good songs in it, so I wanted
Yeah.
them to be stupid.
All right, everybody,
Yeah,
shut
no.
up. I'm gonna read this. The singing continued behind us. Snowmen before us, so full of strife. Let our song be heard and magically come to life. That's when you know shit's getting serious.
It's beautiful.
No, you know it's serious when they start singing in Latin.
Oh, dude, that creeped me out.
Yeah, that's
That is my favorite
terrifying.
chapter. I love that whole
I
chapter.
told you it was a snowman, didn't I?
Thanks,
I
dude.
told you it was a snowman. I love the
Surviving
snowman scene.
Winterland would need like $150 million budget for if it was a movie. At least $100.
Oh, no doubt.
You think so?
I would yeah, it had to be done so
All the
good.
props.
Just the
Right.
scene that brings them into Winterland would be over $1 million just to shoot that.
No
For
doubt.
what-
It had to
think
be
it would-
so good.
I think
That's
it
what I
would need
like
to be a
about books, though.
miniseries, though. I think it would need to be a miniseries. I don't think a movie could
Yeah,
do Surviving Winterland.
that would have to be like a one season thing, like a
Mhm.
limited series, but each episode would be over an hour long.
And each episode is a different attack or whatever, like a different, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
My brain ain't working.
Yeah.
But that would be super cool.
So do you
All right,
want
well, we need to make it happen.
do you want me to talk about sisters or do you want to do it?
Well, I just had the spotlight for a bit, so if you wanna, the Sisters was originally your idea. I'm going to continuously say that. So introduce, like where it came from, and
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Well-
first talk about my books for a minute because I have to because it's
Also, I'm just
Okay,
gonna
my
say
cat
if
has
you're
a
gonna
series.
introduce the idea of sisters, you might also want to let me talk a little bit since it's literally inspired by my sister and my cousins.
oh my god, that's right, guys.
Alright.
She knows. She's
She
Alyssa.
Busted.
Don't let Linda read this.
Has Amanda read any of it yet, or is she still waiting?
No, I have not read any of it yet.
She reads it
That's
once
why I said
Richard's
don't
done
let
with it.
Linda read this.
But
Once Richard is done with it completely, Amanda normally reads through it just to because normally Amanda finds things that me and Richard didn't even find.
Nice. I found some
Well-
stuff that he missed, and I fixed it.
Yeah.
I was
I
pretty
mean-
proud of that.
I mean, I'm also a teacher though, so it's kind of my job to
I'm gonna
find
wait
things.
I'm gonna wait to light my cancer cigarette before I talk about these. All right, so this right here is the first book from my Sleepless series called High School Hell. It's book 1. I
10
wrote
out of 10.
oh, thank you. I'd say like 7
Yeah,
out of
I
10.
liked it.
It's only
It was good.
142 pages, and it's based off of my high school experience loosely.
Okay.
I loved it, and book 2 is coming out hopefully next year, like at the end of the year if I'm lucky. But yeah, I absolutely loved it, and I wanted the one of the characters in the book who is the villain, who like is like the actual villain, like for everyone. I wanted you to like them for a few minutes, even though even though you're not supposed to like that person.
I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Wait, you've read it?
No, but I think I know what you're talking about.
Oh, and then because I don't want to say too much about the book, we have Christmas Fear, the most disturbing thing I've ever written, and I do not think I think that once Tasia reads this, she's gonna stop coming on Writers After Dark, and she's like, I can't fucking talk to that guy anymore. He wrote this.
No.
I'm just gonna read really quick the what are the trigger warnings.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
for
let's hear
it.
Okay,
Here
I
are
did
the-
just want to read it quicker. So
None of them are spoilers. So the trigger
Okay.
warnings are, I'm not even kidding, these are the trigger warnings. The whole panel is gonna get silent right here.
I've read it,
Child-
so
Child SA, brutal violence, binge drinking, self-harm, genital mutilation, domestic violence.
Hell yeah. Where do I get this book?
Oh shit. Now see, I love women who
See-
say that.
I've tried to talk to him about the book talk community, but he like will not listen
Oh,
to me.
you gotta get in on it.
Like because the book talk community, they don't consider the trigger warnings like stay away. They consider
I
it
don't
their
read
their
trigger
menu.
warnings.
They're like, this is
Sometimes.
my menu before I open the book. I know what I'm ordering.
You gotta get on the
I
right
don't read
side of the
them.
book talk. You gotta find the horror talk, and that's when you start finding your crowd of people where it opens up. Because if you like are meshed in with people that are reading fantasy or romance or
Yeah.
any of the lighter kind of genres, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is this? Why are you putting this in front of me?"
Yo, Hunter,
Like-
do you have the cover for Sisters?
I can
found
pull
it.
it up.
This is the cover for Sisters for everyone who's watching this who does not know what Sisters is. This is the cover. My wife
pretty.
designed it. Amanda's designed all my covers.
That's awesome.
And
Lucky.
all the thumbnail clips for Writers After Dark and all that stuff. Who is calling me? This is who's calling me.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That's a person in
guy
my
you met at
phone.
the gas station. It's like-
It's a guy we used to work with at McDonald's back when we were teenagers.
I'm
I
not.
feel
Yeah,
like
I just
every
talked to him.
McDonald's has a crazy eye Joe. That just seems like
Oh,
Steve.
yeah. So I'm gonna let Hunter talk about Sisters because Hunter's better at describing stuff than I am.
You just want to smoke that cigarette. We know what you're up to.
No, I got
Oh.
You're the one person on this panel who makes me feel like
I
I'm
mean,
part of something because you keep on vaping too, and I
know. I can't help it.
That's what I'm
tried to-
saying. You
I mean,
can't
Rob,
help it.
if you want, I can talk about what event inspired you to talk to Hunter.
Yeah,
about.
let Amanda do that. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's hear it. I'm curious.
Don't make me look bad.
It's too
Try
late.
not to anyway.
Tell them.
Okay, so I have we get together with my family to do Christmas in March. And I know that sounds like really weird and random. It's because it's very hard to get together even though they only live 20 minutes away. So we got together in March to do Christmas. And because it had been so many months since they had seen me, because all of our schedules just conflict,
Yeah.
I think it was my sister. My sister started laying into him pretty much about like, oh, so we haven't seen you in like 6 months and we know it's because of you, Rob. And he was in a bad mood because they came at him like that. And so then typically when we get together, because it's been so long and we're all women, we're sitting down and we're like gossiping. And somebody, oops, I am very sorry. My iPad popped up with a notification. But anyways, somebody gets very mad that two of my cousins are recovering addicts.
You're talking about this on here. What if they see it? They're gonna hate my guts.
Do you really think they're gonna like zoom like through like this? Guys, we've probably been talking for at least 25, 30
are
minutes.
hardcore fans?
Well, he gets mad because my one cousin does methadone and calls herself sober.
Oh, right.
And so every time she talks, she seems like she's kind of,
Of course,
Strung out.
because she is kind of.
and she's the one who's always giving him crap. And that is where this all came from, because he gets upset that when we go over there, they go out in their garage and they smoke weed around their kids. And we don't let our daughter, we like kind of keep her away while they're doing that. But it's here at someone
Yeah.
else's house. What are you supposed to do? Like, I can't tell somebody how to live their lives.
You leave.
But
For the kids, yeah.
But they've always been very kind to us, though. They include our daughter in everything. The only one that's not so kind is Linda. And that's the one on methadone. And the reason Rob feels that way is because she's kind of sensitive. And if anybody knows Rob and has talked to him long enough, I love you to death, Rob, but sometimes you say some really stupid stuff. And she doesn't know how to vibe with that. And she gets easily offended by everything
Yeah.
he
She
says.
gets like, she one time literally said to me, I'll imitate her. In this house, don't allow bullying at all. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And it was because I was talking. So we're at this ice skating rink for her school, my daughter's school, and some of the kids are like having trouble even staying up. And this one kid, who's the principal's son, is just going by with his hands in his pockets and keeps pulling his phone out to intermittently check it while he's ice skating, just flying by everybody.
Okay,
And
he's also on the varsity
Well,
hockey
don't stick
team.
up
I think
for him.
that's an important detail.
And I said out loud, "Oh, I'm better than everybody else. Look at me." And I simply mentioned that at Thanksgiving, and she's like, "We don't allow bullying in this house." And it's just like, what are you talking? It's not bullying. He didn't hear me say it. I just saw the
I mean,
other
he
kids.
definitely heard something because he looked at you, and I had
Well,
to elbow
the other
you.
kids are having trouble even staying up, and he's just being a dick.
Okay.
I'm pro.
It's not that he's being a dick. He plays hockey, and he's played hockey since he was like 6 or 7 years old, and he was 17. And that's the thing. This is my boss's son, so yeah, I wanted you to shut up.
So anyway, that's not where the idea for Sisters came from.
Well, that's the way you made it sound like to me, was like
I had a
you
dream.
watching us talk and
No,
like you hating
I had a
us.
dream that you guys all wanted a girls' night because you have talked about that with them. Which I, at the time, because I had trust issues when we first started dating because my ex cheated on me, I didn't trust you to go out with them because I was like, what's going to happen when they like get her drunk and like are like, yeah, go fuck this guy or so. I don't know. That's what.
This guy.
And I had a bad dream that happened. And then one day I'm just sitting down on the computer and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should write a story called The Sisters and have it be about my wife's cousins and my wife and have it be like where they're witches. And then I talked to Hunter about it after having him on for the love of writing, because him and I just clicked right away. Like the moment that I got him on there, within like a second, it was like him and I were like, I don't know, got along like brothers. It was weird. And I had not had that kind of interaction with anybody on there. So I was like, I'm going to message him and see if he wants to collab, because I didn't know where to go with the book. And he just like, it became his story too. and that's kind of where Sisters came from. Like, honestly, sometimes I think Hunter wrote more of Sisters than I did, because he's a fast writer.
I felt really bad on that, by the way. we were going to take turns writing chapters, and Rob would take a few days, and then he'd be like, "Okay, your turn," and then I'd message him like 24 or 48 hours later, and like, "Okay, your turn." He's like, "Wait, what? I was going to do something else while you wrote a chapter." I was like, "I got it." And it's fun because with the original idea too, like I love coming up with ideas and just being creative. That's why I made like creative writing my little expertise thing on our like author site.
Yeah.
But I didn't know where he was going to go with some of these chapters. We were kind of just winging it as we went. And so I didn't know what I had to work with until he wrote his chapters. So he'd write a chapter, I'd read it, and then I'd write the next one like in a day or two. And so the story kind of unfolded like that. And then, yeah, like you said, it's about what I don't want. I guess we'll officially say kind of what it's about. It's basically this
Do it.
dude that goes with his girlfriend to a cabin, and they meet. He's there to meet her family, and it's the sisters, and he thinks he's going to be spending the time with his girlfriend, but they all just keep leaving, and then he's just stuck there alone with the dad, and he doesn't know where they're going or what's going on, but it ends up being like witch stuff, and they have malicious plans involving him, and that's the gist of it. But it was
there's badgers in the story too. There are baby badgers, and honestly, it doesn't add to the story that much, but it does, and I like it.
So how did you guys do this? Did you like talk before each chapter and discuss what you wanted to happen?
No, that's the thing. We didn't really know. We just took turns.
Well, we didn't actually know where it was going. I would write a chapter and then
be surprised when his chapter came back.
Yeah, we had no idea.
He wrote a chapter better than mine, and I'd be like, damn, I got to step it up. And then I tried to write something better than him, and then, like, literally before I was submitting it to him, he'd submit me his, and I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even write the next chapter. How did you write the stuff after it? And he's like, I just came up with it. He's like, and I was like, wait a minute. This isn't even to do with what's going on right now. And he's like, yeah, it's for later in the book, like around the end. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? And he'd be like, well, I wrote something that brings us to the end of the book. And I had no idea. I was like, how do you even? And then somehow he's just really good at taking stuff and like puzzles, connecting it when it's like, I can't do that. Like he could write the end scene before we're even done with the book.
Yeah.
That's why I love Heather's book, because I love trying to jump ahead and try to figure things out before I get there. But I did not know where the flame was going, and I have to give Heather props. She threw me for a loop and surprised me. I love that.
I was hoping I would throw a few people through the loop there.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Zoe, when I was reading it, I was having a good time. She's like, "Oh, you liking that?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, like it's pretty good." She's like, "Wait till you get to the end," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like,
I figured out part of it, but there was still like another part of the twist that got me, and I was like,
yeah. I put the book down. I got like stared up like this after I read it.
I gotta know about the flame. I just keep picturing a big flame with two people standing in front of it. I don't even know what like the flame is, and it's killing me because I want to just know what the damn story is already.
Don't worry, we'll get to that. I'm trying to think of my what I'm gonna say by the time we get
good.
there.
Okay, good.
I'm really interested to see. I nominate Heather to go next. Do we want to say anything else about Sisters?
Well, I want Zoe to go next. I love the
she's
blood
next
oath.
in line. I was already last for the first one to be last earlier, so
how
I
are
should
you
be
gonna
last
have
again.
how are you gonna skip your wife?
Yeah.
Because we're talking
Zoe,
about
I got
flame.
you. Zoe's not, I'm messing with you, Hunter. Zoe, you're next. To tell us about
Well, which one is she going to talk about? We don't even know.
Yeah, I'm missing one. I haven't read something by you, and I can't figure out what it is.
You're missing the rom-com novella.
A Taste of Paradise.
Tell them about the poetry collection that you published without even like telling me.
Wait, what?
Wait,
How
yeah,
can you
Let's talk about
How
that.
can you do that?
I mean, there's no poetry collection. What are you talking about?
Wait, you have a poetry? You legit have a poetry collection?
Should
she
we
never
know
let me
about
read
this?
it.
She's like hiding it from us,
You're
guys.
hiding this from the world? Did you just publish this for yourself to publish it? What are you going to tell us about these?
They
This
didn't even
poetry?
advertise it. We want to read your stuff. Why are you
Hey,
trying to
love
hide it?
letter? What's happening? Why don't you want to tell us about it?
No, that was like, I don't know. I just wanted to just write some poems that was just like a trauma dump of my whole life. And I'm like, nobody's ever going to read this.
We have you hide it from us.
We love trauma dumps.
Yeah, definitely.
My,
How
Have you- have you looked at this
my
book?
wife is writing a trauma dump right now. I don't think she's gonna publish it, but she's writing
Oh,
one.
really?
Dang, just throw me under the bus there. Yeah.
He's getting you back for the sister thing.
Right.
Mau, behave. My cat
She's,
is acting
she's
crazy.
not publishing it though. It's a personal one. She wants to. She's her counselor told her to like write down some stuff, so she just started
Dang,
writing.
okay, we're really like airing out my business. All right. Yep. I've been in therapy for 3.5
right.
years. Anything else, Rob?
Zoe, what book are you talking about?
I could talk a little bit about A Coven of Corpses because that's what I'm writing.
Well, talk about the Blood Oath first. I want to hear about that.
You've read it.
I know, but other people haven't. You don't know. Some people might be listening and they're like, "What's the Blood Oath?" And that's a good book.
Yeah, it is.
I agree.
So that is well, that's my debut novel. That is about a young woman who has grown up in a cult her entire life and she's never really like asked questions. She's happy there. Like that's all she's ever known. And then right after she gets married, she starts like seeing some things and asking questions, and then slowly starts opening her eyes and is getting like little pieces to certain things that are going on, and eventually realizes that she needs to leave. And yeah, that's that.
And then it leads to The Broken Binds, which comes out August 17th, which is
Wait,
like
it's still not out?
available for pre-order right now.
I should have brought my copy upstairs so I could show it off to everybody.
You can just
Yeah,
do that.
Bragging rights.
Yeah, Heather,
Oh, look,
Heather
I got-
special.
Yeah, I already
I
read
know
it.
why Zoe doesn't want to tell us about her
Her poetry collection.
poetry collection. There's sex.
There's sex in the other stuff, though.
Yeah, she's
What-
less
This
shy
is
about that.
real sex. This is
What-
real.
There's anal involved.
Oh, sick.
Ew.
Right, I'll just be like, hold on, honey, let me get my notebook. Okay.
This is gonna be
Right.
terrible. I can't believe I'm doing this. Raise your hand if you're a woman and you've ever had anal sex.
Sorry.
What?
Not participating in that.
I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna raise his hand. He got
Because I wanted to see what Rob would do.
He
Listen.
raises his hand too.
This is Writers After Dark for a reason, okay? I was
Right.
over here raising my hand. You guys
I'm about to
didn't-
say, I was about to say I could embarrass Rob since you already embarrassed me. Rob, raise your hand.
No. I don't want to talk about this. This is too much.
Amanda needs to be on all of these from now on. I'm just
Listen. What two people do in the bedroom is private.
Oh, 2 people. This is
You
this
know-
is this
Put it in
is
the book.
solitary activities
Yeah,
that you
you
do,
know-
bud.
What?
Yo! There's people are gonna see this that read my books. What are you doing to me?
they're gonna understand some things, Rob.
Listen, Hunter. I know things about you. Okay, I'll open up right now.
The butt?
Oh, listen, you bastards! How
Hey,
dare
it's
you?
not live, right? You just edit all this out.
Oh, that's
You know
right.
what
I
this?
can.
Oh, this makes me think of.
Listen,
This makes me think of. Oh, it was like a video or a meme I saw of like somebody going to the doctor and they're like, you know, my butt hurts like around the entrance, and he's like, well, it's an exit, so stop treating it like an entrance.
Aisha's crying.
Oh my god, I don't ever laugh. So it's like the
Don't
only time I
ever
ever
laugh.
really laugh. Okay.
Oh
Where were we?
Did you want to talk about Coven of Corpses a little bit, or do you want to?
Yeah, tell us. 'Cause we don't even know. Is that a short, like a book of short stories, or is that a novel?
Coven of Corpses. I don't know if it's going to be a novel or a novella, like, because I'm like.
What's your
half
word
reading
count
through it.
at now?
Hold on.
Because
Can you-
she was writing it earlier. I was actually helping her with the outline a little bit because
God, you guys
she
are
got
sick.
stuck
We
in a
went from
spot.
books to talking about Peggy.
Can you guys still see me?
Yeah, you're just real
Yes.
dark now.
Yeah. As long as you don't share a screen, you stay. It's your camera that we're looking
It's
at.
Writers After Dark. It's a little dark in there, but don't worry about it.
Okay,
She doesn't want to turn the light
Oh, you
on.
meant with sharing the screen. Oh, never mind.
Okay, I am 9,665 words in.
Would you say you're about halfway done, based on what you were
Maybe
talking about?
I don't know. The second half is like I'm still kind of figuring out.
You're only doing 20,000 words?
It'll probably be
I don't-
30 by the time she's done. I'll be surprised if it's not.
Oh,
I don't know.
that's not bad.
Honey, is there a drink somewhere?
What do you want?
I don't know.
I've
Surprise
got
me.
Pepsi.
Same room.
Open the screen up.
Honey,
Surprise me.
I have a mini fridge next to my computer. I love it.
Okay, so
You are right next to each other.
Nice. Right from the jug.
I thought you were in two different rooms this whole time. You're
Surprise.
literally sitting right
They're,
next
they're
to
right across from each other.
You want to keep it?
And Heather's on the floor outside in our hallway.
I am literally sitting on the floor.
You are sitting,
Really?
sitting
Are you
cross-legged.
really?
Yes, because
I
the
thought you were at
AC
a
is so
desk.
loud. The AC is so loud. You would be able to hear it going the whole video. This is the only room in my entire house other than the bathroom downstairs. And I'm not sitting in the bathroom for this time period to do this.
Well, if you got to poop, it's easy to do. Well,
Yeah,
you're-
I'm just like, oh, just edit that part out, you guys.
I'm gonna do next episode. I'm gonna sit on the toilet the whole time, and none of us are gonna mention it.
please don't.
do it.
If you do that, I'm gonna. You should call it the one where Rob's doing butt stuff the whole time.
You're terrible.
Oh, that's
Okay.
I want to point to Hunter and say something, but I can't because I think it'll make the whole podcast weird. So I'm not gonna do it.
yeah, because it looks like
On
you're
my
just pointing at
screen,
any
you're
of them.
pointing at me.
Yeah,
Because it was,
on my
because
screen,
it was
it's
so
pointing at
normal
nobody.
before, right?
We got enough
See-
people in here right now. Like we can almost do the Brady Bunch thing.
What's
The
that?
Brady Bunch.
Oh yeah, where you just like pan.
Oh yeah, I would only be looking at Zoe and Heather.
But
And then
the
I
recording
go
only
like this,
shows
and I'm
who's
like, I'm
I'd
talking.
only
looking at
be
the rest
looking
of
at
you.
Zoe.
The funny thing is if
I
I'm
think
looking
we
at
all have,
Zoe
like,
on
a
the thing, I'm
different
looking at
reason.
her in real life.
Yeah, I
Wait,
don't think
so
anybody
I'm
has
on
the
the-
same two screens.
Wait a minute.
Probably
I'm
not.
on the right side. Amanda.
No,
and
you're
Heather
in the
are
top
above me.
middle.
No,
Yeah,
you're up
You're top
top
left
for
for me.
It's Zoe, Hunter, and Tasia to the left of me, and then Amanda's above Tasia, and Heather's above me and Zoe.
Wrong. That's not the
backed
order.
up. So that won't work.
Right.
So what is the Cabin of Corpses about?
A
Coven.
coven of corpses.
The Coven.
Okay.
Gosh, get it right.
Okay, so it is about it starts on
I'm
Halloween.
sorry.
Which is why I would love if I could finish it by Halloween, but that's just not happening unless I like half-ass it, which I don't want to do.
No, don't do that.
I know. I'm not gonna. So it starts on Halloween, and it's about this like young Mexican woman, like college age, like 20, whatever. And she was raised by her grandmother, and her grandmother was murdered. But it was like a cold case. Nobody ever knew like what happened. And so that was like years ago. And it's always just like bothered her. And then so sorry, I'm like echoing.
You're fine. It's because you're close to Hunter. It doesn't seem
Honey,
like. It's
can you turn something off so I'm not like echoing?
Yeah, Hunter. What the hell, man?
Yeah.
Clarify.
Okay, I think it's better. Did you do something?
If I put my thing up, it mutes my mic.
Okay.
Hmm.
So it's Halloween, and she decides that she's gonna go to like a witchy store and try to get like a Ouija board, and then she's with her friend and her cousin, and they do like this whole thing and try to contact her grandmother's spirit on like as soon as it's midnight and November 1st, because that's when the Day of the Dead starts. So she's figuring, okay, like the veil between the living and the dead is going to be the thinnest now. So let's try to contact my grandmother's spirit and see if we can get answers, because like she's just that desperate. And then at first they don't think it's doing anything, and then eventually they start to like feel it moving, and they're like, oh, like stop doing that, stop moving. And they're like, I'm not doing it, are you doing it? Like they have that little like freak out moment. And then when they confirm that that is their grandmother's spirit, she asks like, okay, like who killed you? And then it spells out the neighbor's name. And
Don't say anymore.
why?
You're giving too much away. I want to read it already, but don't say anymore because you just gave me.
This is all like really early in the book, though. Like,
Okay,
first
well,
few chapters.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, yeah, it spells out the neighbor's name, and then everything after that is just chaos. And it's actually been pretty fun to like step away from romance a little bit and like just do horror. Try to like change it up a little bit, and I'm having fun with that. And her cousin is probably going to end up being like everyone's favorite character. He's a lot of fun.
Angel,
That
Yeah.
sounds good. I'm
Look
interested.
at that weird smile on her just got.
because I've been reading it as she writes
Oh,
it, and as soon as she said like the cousin's the funniest character of the whole thing for real. He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Man, I'm excited. When's this coming out? If not Halloween, it's got to be like soon after that, right?
It'll probably be next year at this rate because she hasn't even finished writing
we'll,
it yet.
we'll see. I have the whole thing outlined, so we'll see.
Never rush anything for a release date.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
know.
so true. It's so
Christmas Fear, I didn't rush it. I tried to have it out in December of 2023 and it didn't work. So I literally held it for another year, kept working on it,
Um,
and released it December 13th the following year on a Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I wanted it to be perfect, like perfect release date. And I rushed a lot of my first 4 books. I rushed them. Like I told Amanda, I was like getting gear. Like I had like a whip. I was hitting her in the back with it while she was editing, and I was like, "Hurry up! We got 1 month."
Draw
And
me
she's like-
another book cover. You're going too slow.
And she's like, "I don't have a month to do this." She's like, "I can't do it that fast." And I was like, "Just hurry! We have a month.
Yeah.
People are waiting, and it's like nobody's waiting for you. No one knows who you are. Your book can wait another 6 months. No one gives a shit."
Man, the amount of work I've done for free. I think if I sat down, I tabulated it. I think I'm owed quite a bit of money at this point.
Probably about $20,000 based on what professional editors cost.
right.
They're
No
like
doubt.
$5,000 easy. Some of
Granted,
them.
you didn't even get my best work because sometimes you'd be like, I want it out this date, so I would be, like not go to sleep that day. And like you don't do your best work on no sleep. You really
No, you
don't.
absolutely don't.
I know. Damn, yo, Zoe is going ham on that Sunny.
That
D.
jug of Sunny D, dude, that thing is huge.
That's
like,
that was in my mini fridge. She asked for a drink, and that's what I had handy. So
Doesn't
There-
even fit in
There
the
is a
mini
there's a skeeter in here.
That's the only thing in the mini fridge because it takes up all the space. It just can't be.
Who's next?
uh,
Amanda, go get the woman from the bookshelf that's right there and show
Okay.
us the cover because you designed it and you co-wrote it.
Yeah,
Even
tell us what
Woman,
the
woman.
Yes, Amanda's got to tell us about the woman. It's like, what woman? I wanted to rename it Tori, but Amanda's like, just keep it the woman because Tori's gonna it's
All right. Well,
Oh, I like that.
when Rob first handed me this manuscript, it was about half that size. And
We
that's
gotta
the thing.
take-
As much as I love you, Rob, you did a really shit job writing a female character.
not anymore. Ask Zoe. I'm very good at knowing how women text.
Okay. Well, granted, this was 2017 when we worked on this. And no offense, the way you wrote this woman was like a porn screenwriter writing a female character.
I apologize to all the women on here.
So
Apology
she had-
accepted.
She had no substance, no depth, nothing other than I want that writer's cock. And that was pretty much all that she had going on. And I was like, even female psychopaths have stuff going on in there.
Yeah. That's
Even
true.
even somebody you like meet at the mall and you think, oh wow, that's a total valley girl going, oh my God. Even that girl has some substance, even if it doesn't seem like it when you're
just
passing
want
her
to
by.
say, when she said about women who are psychopaths even having substance, all of you nodded your heads in agreement, like you know.
From research.
Hunter, we're surrounded
Yeah,
by
from
killers.
research.
Yeah.
Tasia's husband, we've never seen him because he is in a bag in her basement.
He might be.
How do you know? He's not. I mean, and I don't have a basement. I have an attic.
We just see flies buzzing around. We're like, what's that on?
Hunter's only allowed out because Joey wants him to write.
Maybe Edgar
One of these
Allan
days I'm gonna
Poe
be
was
on here
her
going-
inspiration. Maybe
Hunter's gonna be in a cage and Zoe's gonna be cattle prodding and being like, write more. And he's gonna be like, I'm trying to.
I can't do it fast enough.
Rob keeps sending me fucking short stories to read, okay?
Based on a true story.
So tell us what the woman is about, because that is, yes, it's my story. Amanda really added to it and made it 100 times better than it was, because it was garbage when I wrote it. I think it was good, but the female character was garbage.
And that's the thing.
I like
If
the
you're gonna
cover.
call it the woman and it's about her, she needs to have a bit more going on than just being obsessed with the idea of having sex with this guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's about this woman named Tori, and it takes you through like a little snippets of her life as a child, growing up at first in poverty and with an alcoholic father who is also a pedophile and does things to her. And the only escape that she has is disassociating through this writer's books and imagining every time she sees him on like a talk show or something that she's the one with him and that she built this whole fantasy life of being with him in her head. And then as she grows older, she starts concocting this plan of, I'm going to go to college and I'm going to major in English literature and writing. And I'm going to make it to where I can get in this guy's life because he's a local author. And she ends up actually as his editor and buying the house next door to
Ooh.
him. And she's like slowly trying to weave herself into this man's life, even though he has a wife and a life that he's very happy with.
Okay.
And that was why I helped him, because at first you didn't have a backstory. It was just this deranged woman sneaking into his house and like masturbating in
I
his
did
bed.
have her getting molested by her stepfather.
But you also didn't like write it in a way that felt authentic.
Well, hold on. I do just want to say, I wrote this 10 years ago, but all the stuff she just mentioned that you guys were like, oh, that sounds good, was stuff I came up with.
Hold on there, bud.
Her becoming his editor, living next door to him, all
Okay.
that stuff.
That stuff, yes, but the backstory and her actual personality, I feel like I'm the one who
Yeah, I'm not good at that stuff. I'm not good at writing females. I'm a guy. It's very hard to do. Tasia's like he's full of shit. He doesn't know what he's doing.
outside of that though, most of my work is like in academia. So like my first published piece, I was 19 and I published a research article about the impact of purity culture on adolescent females.
Mhm, mhm.
And that was something I was really proud of,
Mhm.
especially being like 19 years old. And that was like, wow, I got my first published piece. I didn't
Yeah.
get paid for it or anything, but it's still pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's also pretty cool to see like, cause all my stuff is, since it's through academic journals, you can just download it and read it for free. But like my piece I wrote now 13 years ago, I think last I looked, they had over 36,000 downloads. That made me feel pretty proud.
Oh.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's had so many reads that now I've got people tweeting about how I'm wrong. So I think that maybe I'm doing something right then if I've got people
Whoa.
arguing that I'm wrong.
About purity culture?
Yes.
There's a lot I could say about purity culture, especially like how it only seems to target women.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Me and Hunter are
And-
gonna take a stand today. Him and I are gonna get purity rings, even though we're both married.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kenny,
how's that-
Hunter's like, no, I'm not.
How's that gonna work?
I don't think
that's
Zoe's
fair.
gonna let me do that.
See, and I was inspired by that topic because I was raised in a mega church in our area, and I was 9 years old when I was forced to sign an abstinence pledge, and I didn't know what it was.
no
And
doubt.
I asked, and
That's
because
Wild.
yeah, and I got in trouble with our pastor for asking the question of, well, what agreement am I making? Because I don't know. Is I was like, if I don't know what I'm abstaining from, how do I know that I haven't broken my promise?
Did they make
Yeah.
everyone sign it or just the girls?
They actually did hand it to the boys too, but they definitely were more focused on us. Because like even our Christmas sermon was not about the birth of Jesus, it was about the length of our Christmas dresses. And if the length was off, we got called up in front of the church, and they made us do
everybody?
and they made us
With
do
your
like
short skirts on?
thankfully my parents, they were pretty into the church, so my dress was long, but the poor girls who were called up there, they like made them do the fingertip test, and they were like shamed in front of everybody. Like
That's
it was
crazy.
yeah, it was. And that's saying this church is still like a booming church here, and it like makes my heart cripple because they've gotten so big. They have like a 5,000 person stadium inside, and it's gotten so
They have
large.
a drive-in.
They have a drive-in screen. They have a
where
drive-in
you
screen,
park your car and listen to the guy preach.
and they have a TV station, a radio station. Like they're huge, and it's like
They have a Starbucks.
they do have a Starbucks in their church and a Barnes and
church.
Nobles.
Have they changed any of their practices at all?
I'm not
Probably-
sure
probably
because
more
they
strict.
do have a new pastor.
Yeah.
Because the one that was there when I was going, he had been there since the beginning.
Okay.
Like he was like the pastor like when my grandparents were in their 20s.
Things could be a little different now.
So they could be different,
yeah.
but I still
Let's
hear horror stories of people leaving that church and like coming to our church.
Oh,
So
still? Yikes.
and then I've also done, it wasn't like published, but it was like at it was at like one of those conventions, like an academic convention. I did a piece on ISIS literature. I actually accessed ISIS's magazine that they wrote themselves, like the English translations,
Oh, we're fucked.
and I went
Our
through
house is
it.
gonna get bombed next week.
No
And,
doubt. Our house is gonna get bombed too, because we're like somehow now accomplices. I swear, if my puzzle wall gets blown
We
up,
are
I'm gonna
all
be
fucked.
so mad.
So
She's
yeah,
gonna make
so
them put it all back together.
I read through like all of their stuff, and I did this like content analysis, and I had a presentation about it. And then my master's thesis was on what they call effective political polarization, which is how each side of the political spectrum characterizes the opposite. So
Mhm.
I purposely looked for specifically on Instagram, because a lot of these like these other research studies are a lot on Twitter and TikTok, and Instagram has been largely ignored, even though Instagram is a thriving hub for racism. Like the amount of things I see on Instagram that would not be allowed on Facebook or TikTok, but it thrives in Instagram. So I collected, I think it was like a total of like 1,000 posts across 2025 of how Democrats characterize Republicans and how Republicans characterize Democrats. And I had to go through all the videos and pictures and label them and then do a qualitative and quantitative analysis.
That's crazy.
And with my code book, appendices, and writing, that was 185 pages, give or take.
I would feel like it'd be a lot more than that. That sounds like a lot.
Yeah. I was also working full time and also our kid's primary parent. So obviously I did as much as I could for my master's thesis, but had I had not been a parent and not working, it probably would have been longer and a lot more detailed. But I did pass, and I did graduate my master's program with a 3.9 GPA. So
Heck yeah, congratulations.
Good job.
Yeah.
So what Amanda's saying is she's the smart one in the relationship.
She's a badass.
Smarter one at least.
and then I do have one other research piece that I did start working on a year ago. I'm hoping at some point to get back to it. And it was digging through because I know it's going to sound like a really weird thing to have, but I do have it. I have all of the court records from the Salem witch trials.
Yo, the book is actually in the thing. Show it to
I
him,
know
too.
it is. Hold on.
This thing is gigantic. It's like a freaking like legit court records and stuff. I look so trashy with a cigarette hanging out of my mouth. What's wrong with me?
That's fine.
You got a blue Views patent. I love it. That's the exact color I used to get.
Oh, this big book.
Saves me so much money.
Jeez.
Yeah, so these are all of
Holy
the
freaking
like the
crap.
first few like
Did you write that or did you buy it? Like
I bought it. So these are like the actual like calligraphy, but then somebody went through and transcribed them all nice. And my
Have you read the whole thing?
I've read quite a bit of it.
It's gotta be so boring, right?
Oh yeah, especially since it's written in like King James English,
Oh my.
because that's how people used to talk back then. But my plan was to go through it because I do have a theory. And unfortunately, this is the only historical record I really have to hopefully substantiate that theory. And that is the way that the men in authority at that time questioned the girls who were bewitched. I have a theory that they were questioned in nearly the identical way that the same kids during the Satanic Panic were questioned. And that's how we have these ballooning effects of, oh my God, Satan is after our kids.
Yeah.
Because
Okay. I mean,
that was the reason why I had mentioned the Satanic Panic when he was like, well, what would you want to talk about? And I'm like, well, that's the most current research I have going on, because the Satanic Panic happened all because a therapist in Canada saw the movie from a book called Sybil and really wanted the fame. And he had a patient who said she knew she had repressed memories, but she couldn't access them. And so he did this weird hypnosis thing with her where he convinced her that she had been sold to Satanists and abused in the same way that this book of this woman Sybil was. And they went on this big press tour, book tour, and he became the guy to talk to about like satanic ritual abuse. And then it became like a coin term in the 80s and 90s. And anytime a kid was suspected to be abused, investigators and social workers would accidentally, they weren't doing it on purpose, but because of this guy being the guy who set up this framework, they would ask the kids these questions, and the kids, they get that idea in their head of, oh, the adult wants me to answer the question in a certain way. So then they'd be like, yeah, I was abused, because then they get rewarded.
Right.
If they keep saying, no, I wasn't, the person keeps pressing, are you sure? Are you sure?
Okay.
And eventually these kids then get convinced that they were abused, and really they weren't. And these psychiatrists would plant memories in these kids' heads based off of games and movies and TV shows they had seen, like The Exorcist.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Deja, what do you think?
That's crazy. I haven't heard of that.
Deja
before.
had the most serious
I
looking
pulled it
face.
up, and so I've never heard of that. And so I was sitting there
that's
pulling it up,
wild.
and I'm like, now I'm gonna have to freaking do some
Go down a
research on
rabbit
that,
hole.
'cause- Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
Because
Okay.
I
like,
know the Salem
Amanda,
witch
you-
trials, but I've never heard of Yeah.
Yeah, because like everybody, when they look at the Salem witch trials, they look at typically the people who were accused rather than the accusers.
Right.
And the
right.
thing that the accusers have in common is that because these were teenage girls and they were acting weird and they didn't have the idea of hormones, they convinced these girls that they really were bewitched. And then these girls were also given a power they had never had before. Oh, you mean that if somebody I don't like, I can say so, and now they get to be put to death? Wow, what a cool power to have.
Yeah.
And then the other girls, they slowly start picking it up. If I don't start acting like I'm bewitched, that might be me in jail and then eventually at the gallows. I might want to start pretending I'm possessed too.
Dang.
Crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
You went way over your time, but that was pretty crazy.
We all just learned so much though.
I know. Amanda's one of those people who could
I'm
explain
a teacher.
things.
I can't help it. This is what I do for a living.
No,
I
I know. I
educate.
love it.
I feel taught.
Yeah, no,
I
I
feel
feel like
taught right now.
20 minutes.
I feel like I totally
Every
learned
time Amanda and I are in the car together on the way to like the drive-in or something, she'll tell me a whole new like thing I did not know while I'm blaring like Eminem or T.I. on
And you listen? You listen to her?
half and half. It's she's really smart, so half the stuff she says like goes in, and the other half is like my brain didn't understand it, so goodbye.
Yeah, mine's like that. I'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
and talk for like 20 minutes, and my old man will just be like, what? And I'm like, did you get that? Am I just
It's like-
talking to myself?
It's like if I don't
I'm like that with my
understand
husband.
it,
Yeah.
my brain does not catch it.
I'm also just
Yeah.
saying I wasn't going to go and get the big book of court records, but you told me to.
Well, this is a
And then
big
I'm
book.
sorry, you inspired me then to be like, oh, hey guys, all this stuff about it.
It was great. I enjoyed
Don't
it.
worry, Hunter. I'll give you a signed copy of the court records. You'll get a signed copy from me.
I didn't write it.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
want signed
I'll-
copy.
I'll give my
Signed
sign.
copy of court records doesn't sound like something I want.
Signed by who?
King James himself. Like,
Yeah.
Abigail Williams.
That's what we're gonna do. King James is gonna sign it himself, and I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna find out.
Go to a witchy store and have a witch
King
sign
James
it.
is probably dead. I don't even know. I'm not smart enough to know that.
Yeah, if it's not signed by Abigail Williams, I don't want it.
All right, and finally, Heather Brown.
oh, you can't even see my hands. I'm doing this whole thing, and yeah, they're not even in the screen.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, were they the whole time?
Yeah, like you can see her.
For us, it was.
All right, well, I got so invested in these like Salem witch trials. Now I got to try to remember what my book even is about.
It's about the fire that it used to burn. No, I'm just-
I talked.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
I talked
So-
all that shit about how you went over your time. I'm so sorry. Everybody was enjoying it. I feel like an asshole now.
We were enjoying it. You should feel like an asshole.
If you want to continue, you can continue.
I'm not gonna, because now it's Heather's time.
Heather, it's your time now.
All right, here it goes. So, all right, hold on a minute. It's always so hard to talk about your book. Have you guys
The
ever?
Flame.
Yeah.
I feel like yours
Yeah.
gets into it pretty quick. So like I've been wondering for a long time like how you're gonna talk about it without giving stuff away.
Yeah,
The
that's
first time they put me on the spot, I completely ruined the book for Rob. So
Yeah.
don't feel bad.
So I'm good at not giving it up at all. Like,
Okay, well,
like,
Heather, you've been to book conventions, right?
yeah, and I suck at those. Like, people
Pretend-
buy my book, but like
Okay,
not
so-
because of what's coming out of my mouth. That's for
Here's
sure.
what I'll do. I'm gonna really put you on the spot here. I'm gonna apply the pressure, but you'll like it.
Oh, I don't think I'm going.
Sell
to.
me on the Flame, so I'll want to buy it. Because right now, I don't know. it
That's
just
too
seems
much pressure.
Oh,
like-
here's
the Flame. How
here's-
good could it
let
be?
me-
That's
Right,
not
let-
too much pressure. I can handle it. All right, let's go. The
Okay.
story follows a teenage girl. We're going with getting ready to graduate from high school. Okay. She has a horrific home life. Her father is a complete monster. Very early on, you find this out. And then very quickly after you find out he's a monster, you find out he's even worse than you originally thought. And then a super big kind of like you didn't see coming comes in like the second chapter. Is it the first chapter? I don't even remember. It might be the end of the first
I
chapter.
think No,
It's
I think
really
it's
early.
chapter 1 because there's a prologue, there's an introduction, and then there's chapter 1. So chapter 1 doesn't necessarily feel like chapter 1. It feels like
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
this.
you're
So,
right.
yeah.
Did you
I
write-
think it's chapter 1.
I think it is chapter 1. It's been so long since I've even touched it. As soon as I published it, I was like, I'm never reading this again because I'm going to find issues with it and it's going to drive me crazy. I have to focus on something else. So very quickly on chapter 1, it takes such a turn that I don't know how to tell you about the rest of the story without ruining the entire story. It really is like that though, guys, isn't it? Isn't it really like that?
Just tell us the back
Yeah.
summary of the book kind of thing.
Okay, let me try to remember it. Trapped in an isolated prison created by her father, Molly struggles to find normalcy in a world where the only men she encounters are monsters. Will she make it out of her father's sick fantasies alive, or will she become a prisoner of his sick fantasies forever? I think I messed something up there, but that's basically the gist.
Are there trigger warnings?
Yeah.
Yes. Tell them the
Oh,
trigger
yes.
warning.
Like
Yeah,
all
tell
of them.
me.
Trigger warning.
All of them.
This teenage essay, which I guess is still considered child. if we're-
Yeah.
Are they
Yeah.
minors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But like barely.
Okay.
But not
Yeah,
really.
still.
'Cause It like started like earlier on. So
Yeah.
still child essay. Murder. There's a lot of gore. Shit, I'm drawing a blank. I mean, those are the 3 big ones that people
Yeah.
are like either make
I
or
can
break.
think of other ones, but I don't know if they're gonna give away anything, and I don't want to like blurt it out and then I ruin the book.
You think it's going to give away something?
Well, why is it called
I
The
don't
Flame?
know.
Oh, okay. So you want to hear about that? It's a
Yeah.
very generic title for a reason. And the reason behind that is because it is inspired by a song called The Flame. So, in lieu of the song, I had to name it after the song. So the band's Chimera. Have you ever heard of them? They're a metal band.
Mhm.
Okay, my wife has.
Okay, give this song a check out if you haven't listened to it, because I was listening to this song one day in the car driving home from work, and I'm like, man, this song is just so fucked. You know what I mean? Like, this is such a messed up
Wait, it's fucked or fucked?
fucked. Like,
The way you just said that, you were like, fucked.
It's yeah.
It's
it is.
fucked.
The song is fucked. So I was like, you know what? Why is this not a movie or like a book? Why did somebody not like hear this song and say, I'm going to write a book like this? Because this is crazy. This would be such a good story. And then I think that's when it hit me. I was like, oh, you know what? I can write it. Like, I could probably write this book before anybody else thinks of this idea. That's what I'm going to write about. I've always wanted to sit and write something. This is it. This is what I'm going to write about. So I named the book The Flame. I felt like I couldn't name it anything else.
You have to listen to the song, Rob, if you haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, it's good.
Hold on a minute.
It's Chimera. It's the Resurrection album, track 7. I just pulled it up. I
Yeah,
told
it's-
Heather this story. I've had this on my computer.
Who's it by? The Flame by who?
It's
Chimera.
Chimera. It's THIMAIRA.
PHIM.
AIRA. Yeah, I've had this on my computer since 2012, and I didn't know it until Heather made a comment on one of my posts about it being after a song, and I was like, that band name sounds really familiar. And then I looked it up, and I've had it on my computer for like
Wait,
14 years.
PHIMIYA?
No, CHIMAIRA.
MAIRA.
There we go.
And it's The Flame.
It's so great.
It's such a good song.
It is such a good song.
It's not popping up. The Flame by PHIMAIRA. PH.
C, as in Charles.
C, Chimera. CHAMAIRA.
There we go.
Rob,
Golly, 2.3 seconds, bro. What are we doing over here?
I should have just screen shared. Is what I should
like I
have.
literally just put like without even trying.
You found it?
Yeah.
It's a banger. It's a really good song.
Yeah, I listened to it and I was thinking about the book and I was like, holy crap.
I
Like
can't
this-
play anymore. I think that
It
used to
feels
roll
like
out.
the song, right?
Yeah, it is on point.
Which is crazy because the song was inspired by something completely different. So I was like, wow, that's pretty wild.
See, reading the lyrics to the song, it's like I can't remember what the band name was called or the song, but I remember
Chimera.
no, as in I'm looking at that song, I'm saying it's like the lyrics. It actually reminds me of this really weird music video I saw when I was in high school. Of literally, I don't even know how this got on YouTube, because like they fully on showed it. Like a girl was being like essayed by her dad, and she somehow lures him into a warehouse, and he's like tied up to a chair, and it shows her like brutally stabbing his penis.
Was
Right.
this Are you talking about Hostel? The second one?
Hold on, let me see if I can look on private here, so this way I don't have.
Oh no, she wasn't being essayed in that movie. Never mind.
Why is every one of the almost every book we've talked about on this tonight has been about child essay or molestation by a parent of some sort?
We're weird, obviously.
I know we're just writing what we see in the world. That's terrible.
Just writing what we see in the world, really.
Yeah, that's terrible that's like in the world.
Even the Blood Oath would be under that.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that that's what I like
Slash-
about indie authors, because we don't have to censor anything. Like The Flame is not censored. Christmas Fear is not censored. That is the way that you guys wanted it to be, and it's explicit, and that's what makes it awesome.
Yeah, that's what's so great about Splatterpunk. You're like, whoa, you're allowed to write this stuff. This is-
Let me talk about The Flame real quick, because I don't really read a lot. I wouldn't call myself much of a reader. And so when Zoe was telling me I needed to read The Flame, I was like, okay, like I'll read this book eventually, like whatever. And it kind of sat on our shelf. We have a signed copy from Heather. And most of the books that I've read in my life, I feel like they're missing something. They seem stale to me.
yeah.
But then when I read The Flame, Heather like held nothing back, and it was so just in your face and detailed, and it kind of surprised me. And it was the first indie novel that I ever read. And I was like, is this what they're all like? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think they are, but it raised the bar for me, and I respect it. I respect Heather as a writer, and I think the book is amazing. And I'm glad that was the one that got me into whatever we're doing now. It's awesome.
Oh, that makes me feel good inside. That turns
Yeah.
all my bad feelings into good feelings.
Yeah, but it's dark and explicit, which is fine because I like that. But normally when I read horror, I don't get that. It's missing that. Would you agree? Like as the person that wrote that, do you feel like you wrote something that you wouldn't find on a shelf somewhere normally?
No, because I do read a lot of extreme horror and splatterpunk, so I do see like other people putting out some like
There's
crazy-
that term again, splatterpunk. Hunter, Richard
But do you
said
think that you would find traditionally published books like
No.
that?
Absolutely not.
There you go.
Never.
Traditionally published, no.
There you go.
Hunter, Richard said that Christmas Fear is splatterpunk. Do you agree or no? 'Cause
I'm
Yes.
excited.
Yeah, let me say this too. Like The Flame and Christmas Fear are very parallel in my mind, having read both of them.
oh, really?
Uh, Yeah,
Come on, Christmas Fear.
We're good.
yeah.
right?
I think both of you would enjoy each other's books because of that.
Don't worry,
Nice,
it's
okay.
coming. It's coming. We're getting up to you, Rob. But take us
Christmas
first.
Fear.
She is on the
Yeah,
top
Rob's
next.
is from the perspective of the abuser, and Heather's is from the perspective of the one being abused. That's like the main difference between the two.
Actually, if you don't mind me reading the back blurb of Christmas Fear for Heather.
Yeah,
Only,
please.
only a few days before Christmas, Joan Amell's wife, Julia, kicks out an abusive, drunken Joe from their home. While
Oh, his
staying
name
at a
is
motel.
Joe.
I'm sorry. While staying at a motel, Joe plunges into madness and devises a plan to ruin Christmas for everyone. As he begins to leave a wake in his path of destruction, memories from his childhood start to creep up on him, making Joe realize that his past is what's made him the man he is today. An evil, vile, weak, No lines to cross, madman with zero empathy, who wants others to feel the pain he has dealt with his entire life.
Cool.
Who said, oh no, its name's Joe? Who said that? His husband's name or something?
I got a
It's my
Joe in my new
ex-husband.
book.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have it. Do you want to know why I have it, Joe?
I have a Joe in my new book.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. When I was writing it, a little part of me thought of Crazy Eyed Joe.
Oh yeah, the one you were texting.
God.
The reason why his last name is Namels is because I had a bad tooth infection while I was writing that. And my tooth was killing me all like constantly before I got it removed. And because my dentist said your enamel is weak in that tooth. And then I was like, I don't know what the hell to call it. Could Joe what? And then I thought to myself, what if I just drop the E and call him Joe Namels?
That's great.
Because my teeth are killing me and I don't like this fucking guy. So I'm going to name him something that's kind of painful to me. So I was like, Joe Namels.
Yeah, that's great.
That's hilarious.
I'll still
I know,
read it.
I know
Don't
it's
worry.
a weird way to come up with the last name, but it's what
No, it's awesome though. It's creative. I like it.
It's so hard to come up with names.
it
I
really
kinda-
Names are tough.
Honey, would you say that I did that with Remy?
What's a Remy?
What do you mean?
Okay, so
Like Martin?
there honey, can you fix the sound? I'm
Oh.
echoing again. Did you fix it? Okay,
Yeah.
you're good. So there's this teenage girl who I work with a lot at the church coffee shop, like every Sunday. And when I first met her, I called her Wednesday Addams in my head because she was like that teenager that was like kind of goth, like, yeah, okay, sure. What can I get for you? Okay, like so I like called her like Wednesday Addams in my head before I knew her real name. And she's Latina and like goth and all that, and her name is Emmy. And nothing against her, she's a sweet girl. But as I was writing, or when I started writing this next book, A Coven of Corpses, I had a Latina goth as the main character. So I was like, what am I going to call her? And I'm like, I can't call her Emmy because that's too close. And I'm like, Remy. And that like popped up
Oh,
like in
perfect.
my head.
I like that.
So yeah.
Yeah, me too. That's cool.
Heather, what can you tell us about your next one?
Ooh, my next book. So I also am trying to have it out by Halloween, but I think I've got a chance to get it done because the story's actually fully written and I've edited it. I have put it through the editing process like a couple of times. I gave it to my editor. She did the editing and then she read it again. Saying editing is crazy. Anybody else feel like that? Like that?
Saying
edited-
edited it is
Saying
tough.
editing
edited it.
and then
I
edited
do
it.
it afterwards? That's nuts. I should never do that again. So I gave it to her. She gave it back to me. I put all the edits in, and then she read it again. She's got like maybe 4 chapters left before she's completely done, and I've already put in the
Nice.
set of edits. So I just have to get that set back from her, put those in, and then read it, and I guess decide if everything flows away. I mean, she says that there aren't any plot holes and everything adds up in the story and all the other things. So I'm hoping we're there. But this story is, I don't even really feel like it's like a horror. I feel like it's more thriller, psychological thriller.
What would you say is the difference? I guess if you're saying it's not horror, then like, in your mind, what's the difference?
It's got a lot more like character talking. It's all from one point of view. So the first book I wrote in third person. This
Mhm.
book was written in first person. So where in the first book I was able to be like, ooh, all these gross, disgusting details because it's just a narrator telling you everything that's going on, which is super easy as far as descriptions, you know, because you don't have to see
Sure.
something if you're the narrator. You're just telling them like everybody's perspective of what's going on in the story. All the details are on the table. But
And you know what? I think that the flame, like, without spoiling anything, thinking about like the whole story, it kind of had to be in third person. Like,
it did. It did.
yeah, like how else could you have like possibly written that? Like, it
I don't-
had to be in
I
third
thought
person.
about
Yeah.
it, and especially chapter 1, I was like, I don't want to write this in first person. Like,
It would have had to have been multiple POVs if you'd have done it in first, and that would have just
Kind of
it
been
would have been
weird,
really
like,
awkward.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
I get you.
I feel like it already makes you so uncomfortable as it is that reading it in first person, like I don't even know that I would want to write it in first person. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, it's just like kind of sick. So I don't know. But like for this next story that I've got coming, with it being in first person, it's like only what she sees. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
you can't really give all those crazy, dark, descriptive, gory details about things because she's just seeing, this is what she's personally seeing and not maybe like what everybody else is seeing kind of thing, you know? So I feel like that in itself is kind of why I feel like it couldn't be any darker, but also because of the story, so the story is actually based on a night that I lived through when I was like, I think I was 19 when it happened, but the perspective's written in like from a 17-year-old girl. But me and like a group of friends, we all went to this haunted house, and when we went there, I was like, this place is fucking weird. Like, I don't know that we're gonna make it out of here. Like, this is super sketch. Like, the stuff that's going on in here. First of all, I was out in the way in the middle of nowhere. We had to drive forever to get there, and we got there, and it was like this little rundown piece of shit place with like this one little lamp in the yard, kind of like, here we are. And I was like,
Oh no.
Wait,
Are we
what happened? What happened that made you think that you guys weren't going to make it out of there?
because I'm just a paranoid person.
Uh,
Just in general, like,
You know,
I've
I've
been
been thinking
to-
the same thing. I get you.
I've been
Yeah.
to haunted places in my life, and I got to tell you, I think it's all in our heads. I do
well,
do
they're not supposed to
believe in
touch you,
hauntings.
aren't they like not supposed to touch you? Like, that's a rule.
Not supposed to.
They're not
No,
supposed
but-
to, or it
Some
depends
places
on,
do.
It depends on the place.
Well,
Usually, in
yeah,
the
I was
ones
gonna
that they can touch you, you have to like sign a waiver.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, I had no
Oh
idea.
no,
they were
I
being
mean
touched.
like actual haunt. I don't mean like haunts. I mean like places like Rolling Hills Asylum. Amanda and I have been.
Oh.
Well, I think
She's
she's
talking about, like,
describing about a
haunted
haunted
houses.
Oh, I've
yeah,
been.
like
Halloween
that attraction.
Oh,
Like the haunted
you
house
mean like
attraction.
that one guy who throws those big haunts and like literally like people pay.
Honestly, though,
Yeah.
the
They've
way
all
that she's
been shut
describing
down.
it, though, it reminds me of like from the movie Houses October Built, like the really weird backwoods ones where
Yeah.
like there's nobody around for miles, and it's
Yeah.
like people in fucking overalls with
That was
missing
this
teeth.
place. Yes, that was exactly this place. And we got in there, and I was like, "All right, this is
Love
really
that.
weird."
It's a good
And the
movie, by the
guy-
way.
The guy like pushed one of our friends down in this pile of hay, and I was like, "What is happening? Why is
Like,
this?
yo.
Like, we're not leaving. Like, there's no way
There's-
you just push this girl on this hay pile, and we're
There's
getting out."
this really popular one where women have even come out saying they've been sexually assaulted.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Like, they
I saw
bury
a
you-
newspaper
they
article
bury
that came
you
out about
alive.
that.
Yeah, they bury you alive. They put tarantulas on your face.
Dude,
They-
what is the fear factor?
they-
Gross.
They lock
Hold
you
on.
in this thing where your head's in
I'll
this,
find the name
this
of it.
jar, and they put.
But you
like,
signed like a waiver before, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is
That's
Yeah,
very
for those you have to.
popular.
And that's the thing, because of how how much notoriety the place has, these people try and call the cops, and the cops will not come because they're like, you signed a waiver, and there's no
Where's this
safe.
at?
I'm about to look it up. There's no safe word, nothing. Like the second you're in it for 24 hours and you can't leave.
Yeah,
Like
What?
they
24
full on torture
hours?
you.
it's an
24
actual
hours is
thing.
crazy.
Yeah, well, they
How long
want
were you
to
at the
get-
one, Heather?
They want you
What's
to get to.
How long were
censor
you at the
your
one?
face.
Called McCamey Manor.
Yes,
I
that.
don't know. Honestly, I have
Where's
no
it
idea.
at?
Where is that?
I'm
I was a
looking
bit
it up.
intoxicated for the night.
It is in Lawrence County, Tennessee.
Oh. Well, Tasia's closest. Tasia, you gotta go there for 24 hours.
Don't
Tell us-
tell me,
We're
okay?
We're probably closer to Tennessee.
I'm about to say Tennessee is a far hike from Texas, just because they both start
it's
with
straight
T.
down from us.
No doubt.
One of
Yeah.
my coworkers
It's
literally
crazy.
will drive to Tennessee on her like she'll leave work, drive to Tennessee, stay there for 2 nights, and drive back and come back to work. And she'll do that. So she's done it like 4 or 5 times this year already.
Yo,
Like
crazy.
that is an
Was that-
image from
Yeah.
this place. Like you actually get beaten and you're bloodied. They will bury you alive.
Why would you want to
like,
do
no.
that?
and that's saying people
Hell
are on a
no.
waiting
Those
list. You have to
people
get on
are
a waiting
fucking
list to go to
crazy.
that place.
Oh, we have a tornado
No
warning.
participant. So it says
Oh,
no
we're all
participant has ever completed the full
Tornadoes.
tour or won the advertised $20,000.
Like
You guys have a
I
tornado.
wonder if you
Yeah.
tried to win it, they kick you out last minute so you don't
Honey.
win.
Honey, do you hear the sirens outside?
Are you
I thought
on?
I heard them earlier, but I wasn't sure. But
Well,
it's either
Shit's
noise
getting
canceling
crazy.
headphones.
Is it
well,
just
Rob,
is it
there's a
just-
potential topic for a future Writers After Dark episode.
Yeah.
Extreme haunts.
Yes, that's gonna be
I'm gonna
the
keep my one ear up just in case it
We
does go
all
off. 'Cause
have
if it's
to be
just the
on.
phone, it might not be our
Heather,
area.
what the hell?
Crazy.
You never want to come on for the love of writing.
Tisk tisk.
No, seriously, I want to know. I'm upset.
She doesn't know what she doesn't know how to spoil not spoil her books. So
Well,
this is
we
it.
don't even have to talk about
This is
your
the Heather
writing. We can
special.
Okay,
talk
well, how
the-
about you wait until her new book comes out and
Oh,
then
wait,
we
are
do
you
a
talking to me right
special promotional episode.
Yeah, I said Heather.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Sorry, I was just sitting here like, I thought that was Amanda. My bad.
We don't have to do a whole hour. You and I can do like a.
She'll be
30-minute
like, I wrote a
episode.
book.
I've always
No, I
got some
can't.
random thing happening in my life. It's crazy. Every other time I turn around, I have 5 brothers and sisters. I've got 12 nieces and nephews.
Oh,
One whole one on the way. I'm a manager at work. I'm trying to write this book.
wait, there's a whole one on the way. I thought there'd be a half.
No, it's a whole one as far as I know.
Guys, it's a whole one this time.
It's a whole baby. This shit's in. It's not a half.
It's a
baby.
whole one. It's whole.
Right,
one.
right.
Wait,
So,
wait there for a second.
so it's a haunted house. Your next question.
Yeah, it's so.
Sorry, continue.
And yeah, when I left that place, I was like, okay, cool, we made it out. But then, like in my brain, I was like, what if we didn't? Like, what if these guys wait like 2 weeks and then follow us home? So that's kind of where, like, I was like, if I make it out of this safe, then one day I'm gonna write a book. And that was where like the initial idea came from. I kind of like, changed some facts from what I thought
Yeah.
gonna write about, but again, I was like, ooh, let me come up with the ending first so I can like work my way to it, because that's what I did with the first book. I was like, you know what, this is how it's gonna end, so let me work my way to that. And I'm gonna make so many people mad, and I don't even care, because this is what I want my story to end like. I'm sorry, not every story gets that like perfect happily ever after, and most horror
I
stories-
love when books don't have a happy ending.
You're gonna
so-
love Christmas Fear then,
oh heck yeah, I'm so for it.
Hunter.
I know.
Without saying
I know.
it,
I'm already thinking it.
without saying it, what happens? We'll say do you think the last 3 words would give everything away?
Of what?
Of your
Christmas,
book?
Of Christmas Fear,
The last 3 words of your book?
Yeah.
Um,
the
No,
last
don't
words
give me
are
the
a
last
bunch-
3 words. I'm gonna
Rob,
read
you
it.
just
You don't
love
have
a
to
good
spoil anything.
spoiler. Like
Yeah, you do.
like he every time he watches something on TV without
I
me,
don't know.
he
Oh
does
my
something
God.
without me. He just talks too much. I love you to death, but you talk too much.
I know.
I
I don't think it
deserved
would
a
give it away.
spoiler though, so it's okay. This is total
Hunter.
payback.
Read the last 3 words. I think it will
Don't
give
do
away
it.
then.
Don't do it. Don't do
It doesn't even give anything away.
Do it.
I'm
Go
happy
for it.
now.
I'm happy then.
Oh man, that's
I'm
gonna
happy
be
now.
great.
I looked it up first. I literally have it in my hands. Like I was debating because he asked me. And I
Last
couldn't
3
remember.
words are "I'm happy now," and it'll be such a gut punch to you, and then you'll be like, "Damn,
It's not, because that's gonna just ring through my head the whole time
I'm
I'm
happy
reading it.
now."
Yeah.
I
No, it's
cry.
good.
I walk in the living room. I handed the book. I handed the laptop to Amanda, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was crying. And then she read the last page, and then I come in the living room, and I'm like, "Did you read it?" And she said, "Yeah." I broke down in tears, and she had to hold me.
I
It
said
was-
I don't like books with that don't have happy endings, and you were like, "Oh, you'll like this." So it's not a happy ending.
No,
I love that.
Okay,
it is not a happy
this
ending.
is so gonna keep me like. I may have to end up reading this before Christmas now. So thanks.
I would, because it's gonna ruin your Christmas if you read it around Christmas.
Oh, it was doing mine.
I
Maybe-
always read. No, I always read a thriller or horror Christmas themed book. So
got it.
like every year. So this was the book I was gonna pick. If
It's
I read it
400
before,
it is
I gotta read
400.
another one this year.
It is 400 pages, just so you know.
400
That's
pages.
all right. That's
Jesus,
nothing.
It took me a year to read.
As
That's
much
what I'm
as-
saying. Thank you. See, other people are slow readers.
My
like
kids are being so loud.
I'm always
there.
reading my own book. I mean, it makes me kind of feel
Is-
guilty. Like,
As much as I hate to admit this, because I was 14 years old and a total dork, when Breaking Dawn came out, I was at the release party and bought a copy, and I sat and
I read that in a day.
I read the whole thing in one sitting, and my parents were like, "Amanda, it's been 18
Yeah,
hours.
really?
Why are you still reading? Have you gone to bed?" No.
Oh, I read that in a whole day.
It was in-
I,
it was a few
I bought
cities
that
over.
and scored through
my
it.
Is Sirens are going right now?
Yes.
And now I love
Get it
all
to
of
me,
the
Lord.
the Twilight shit posting on Facebook.
Yes.
I'm out of the loop on that. I think I'm on the different side of
the
Facebook.
sewer pages and everything.
you guys remember the scene in 50 Shades of Grey, the second one, the butt plug on the jet ski?
No,
Yes, I do remember that.
I never saw
That
it.
made me want to read it.
It's so weird because 9/11 is what inspired My Chemical Romance, which inspired Twilight, which inspired 50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey. Yes.
What's
That's
So
bad.
many
They
times
know
never
this.
fallen, we would have never
And-
gotten
and then-
any of these things.
and then 50 Shades inspired 365 days.
And also
How
the
the hell?
series after.
I gotta read these just to find out what the hell they're talking about.
I'm not
I'm
gonna lie,
saying-
50 Shades of Grey was not written very well. It is not.
It's-
I read the
I've
first
heard-
one.
yeah.
I've heard
It's one of those things where the
Twilight
movies
isn't-
are actually better than the books.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Huh.
You know what?
Doesn't
I actually tried to reread 50 Shades not too long ago, and like I got a quarter of the way into the first book and was just like, what the fuck is this? How did I read this?
Doesn't the main character say like, "Oh God" and "Oh my" and "Oh God" and "Oh my"? Like that's all. She
Oh, you-
says.
I mean,
It's so
she has
horrible.
no person. She has no personality. That's
That's
the
what I'm
point.
saying.
so
That's-
flat.
that's what I heard.
Yeah, it's
And that's like the whole reason he's attracted to her is because she looks like his mother, and he just wants to go
That's
around
fucked up.
sexually
Freudian.
abusing women who look like his mom.
That's
And it's
fucked
like,
up.
what is wrong with you? Go to therapy.
So he's over
Yo.
here freaking out about this storm. I'm seeing you looking out the window. That's me.
Yo, I got a question, Heather. So I heard about the "Oh my" and "Oh God" thing because Stephen King read 50 Shades of Grey and said and said the female has absolutely no personality. And you said, and I will say I don't like a lot of Stephen King's newer stuff. I'm into his like classics.
Yeah.
You said he's pretentious. I want to know why you said that. I'm not saying he's not.
I
I
just
want
feel
to
like he kind of is. Like
I want-
when he talks, it's kind of like this is
Mhm.
the way that it's supposed to be as an author or whatever. And I'm like, there's
Yeah,
no
to
like
where-
cookie cutout for people that write
where-
stories. They're also different.
He'll say that
Mhm.
if you have to write an idea down, it's not that good because if it's an idea that's good enough, you'll always remember it.
I don't feel like that applies to everybody.
Where I write my ideas down that I plan to write in 10 years.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I've written
Yes.
stuff down that I'm not gonna write now just so I don't forget kind of what the idea is. Like the idea that we're not gonna think of 87,000 things before we decide to write this story is absurd. Like that's awesome if you have absolutely nothing going on in your life, but like people think up stories. But most of us are not like that. Like I
Right.
have so many things going on in my brain at one time. Sometimes you have to write shit down. I mean, that's just the
Right.
reality of it, you know? Sure,
Sounds,
there's
Some-
it
like
sounds like he doesn't know
me-
what ADD or ADHD is like.
exactly. I mean,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
Remember the
I
fact-
was
Some of us aren't
sporting-
fortunate enough.
He was snorting cocaine while he wrote it, from what I've heard. So
Yeah.
It's
So
like when he first started, was it Carrie was his first one that
Yeah.
it took how many times before somebody gave him a chance? Had he not gotten that first chance, he wouldn't even be where he's at. So really, he needs to remember where he came from. He
Right.
threw that manuscript in the trash and his wife dug it out. Had she
Yeah.
not dug it out, he wouldn't be
right.
here to be able to say what he said.
Like,
Like,
on this
he
podcast
needs to-
with us, like
Also, he's
I-
lucky that he wrote it when he did, because he would have been in some serious trouble in 2026. You're writing a child orgy in your book.
yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that would not have gotten published today.
Yeah.
He had to
Yeah, no
self-publish.
I think his thing is he's just had such a successful career that like he's just got a big head now. Like,
Yeah, I think he
you know,
forgot where he
thinks it-
started.
right, right.
He's got movies, he's got TV shows, he's
Right.
hugely published, he's got a
Yeah.
huge following. He could write a shitty book now and
Yeah.
people would buy it without
Yeah.
even looking at the cover.
No doubt.
Speaking of the orgy,
wow, we all know what Zoe's thinking about now. Hunter's like, what the?
no, okay. So, honey, can you fix the speaker?
We can hear you fine.
No, like I'm echoing because he's in the room. Okay, that's better. So a while ago there was like, you guys hear
Oh,
that?
got some crazy looking lightning over
It's we're in
Yeah, I
a
saw-
tornado
I didn't
warning,
hear it,
but
I
there's
saw
There's-
that.
there's really nowhere in
tornado
our house to
siren-
hide, so we might
There's
as well just tough it
tornado
out.
sirens and all that. Is it going off on your phone too?
Um,
Because they say
not
that if
since
it's
the first
both,
one.
they say if it's both, then that's when you worry.
I think right now is when you worry. Like there's a warning. That doesn't mean like
Well,
that
no,
means they spotted a tornado. That's the
There's
warning.
tornado warnings in
Eh.
Rochester all the time,
No, absolutely not. I do not want to live there.
Right.
but there's never been a tornado.
We had a tornado here last week that touched down, and I was like, no,
Really?
yes,
Well,
So
you're
speaking
in-
of,
I'm in
You're-
Virginia. And
Yeah,
yes, we had a tornado
Oh.
touchdown. Like
Wait
one
a
county
minute.
over.
You've got the somethings of West Virginia. What are they called?
The Wild Whites? No, we're in Virginia, not West Virginia. The Wild and
Oh,
Wonderful
okay.
Whites of West Virginia. Boone County mating call.
She's been hiding. That's her real voice.
It's so great. I love that. That's like the best film ever made.
so back to the orgy.
Yeah, back to
Back
the before the lightning scared all of us.
So there was
Oh.
like, I don't even remember what book club it was. It was some book club on Facebook, and somebody said that their 11-year-old kid was reading it, and I was like, don't the kids have an orgy in it? And she's like, oh, like he doesn't get scared. I'm like, I'm not worried about him being scared. There's a freaking orgy. Like,
You know what's crazy? The Johnny Knoxville's the one that made Wild Whites of West Virginia.
Did he really?
Yeah. He put that whole thing together because he found them very interesting and wanted to make a movie about them.
That's
I don't know if he directed it, but I know he's the one that made the film possible.
Huh.
I still haven't seen it. I just like seen previews. I want to see it though.
Go watch it right now. It's such a good movie, or whatever it is, a documentary of some sort. I think it is still a movie.
Do you guys know what soft white underbelly is?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, I love soft white underbelly.
me too. It's some very interesting stuff
Yeah,
on that.
he
dude.
brings hardcore drug addicts that are still strung out on there, and it's like,
like inbred families.
yeah, but he brings people on who are like hooked on like
Oh, I seen that one girl. Oh my god.
fentanyl and stuff, and it's like hard for them to talk. And I know you like feel bad for him. It's like holy shit,
Yeah.
because he does it like right by Skid Row. Like that's a dangerous thing he does, but it makes for great content.
Oh, it absolutely makes for great content.
Oh man, that was a good episode.
That was great.
That was a good episode. I enjoyed that.
Well, I'll leave it as a cliffhanger so then people will want me back on.
What?
I actually did. I cannot find it anymore because it was on a Windows 98 computer. But when I was 9, I actually did write a book. And because I wrote that book and my mom read it, is how she came to tell me I was adopted. There's your cliffhanger.
Until next time, folks, with the Writers After Dark.
Writers After Dark, not writings.
Whatever. I said that. It just kind of sounded all jumbled.
My
I'm scared.
name's Heather Brown. and I'm from
They got a
Virginia.
tornado going on.
Yo, when I was little, I thought that it was I thought it was, I'm not even kidding. I did not think it was Virginia. I thought it was
Oh no.
Vagina.
worse.
What's worse than vagina?
I thought it was
That could be taken out of context.
I thought it was Virginia.
Virginia. Oh, so many people. So many people.
Also, you know the book Virginia Woolf?
No.
I thought it was I told my grandma because she had that book on her nightstand, and I always was like, why does she have a book called Vagina Poof
Ew.
on her nightstand? And I finally said, what's Vagina Poof? She,
What did you just say?
yeah, she goes, Virginia Woolf, and I was just like, that's what that is.
So this happens a lot with him because today I was putting in an Amazon grocery order and I was like, oh, cool. They've got filet mignons for $5. And he's like, why are you saying it like that? It's filet mignon. He literally said filet mignon.
It is flaming yard, but it's also flat mignon. It's
And
how you,
it-
it's tomatoes, tomatoes.
It's French. It's French.
Is it French?
Yes.
I always wondered where that came from.
Yeah.
That makes
It's like-
sense.
It's
With
like you
almost
don't
every
go to the
French word,
ballet
you
and
just
call it
omit the
ballet.
last 2 or 3 letters.
I failed French so bad.
I did not
I
do
took
good
4
in French
classes.
either.
No, that was
That's why I'm learning Spanish so quick because I took French first.
Yeah, I
I
took
thought
French
it was-
first too, and I picked up
Yo,
Spanish really easy.
I thought it was Home Depot. Okay,
It is.
I thought it was Chevrolet.
It is.
I really thought all.
Do you
that
know?
stuff.
Do you know what RSVP stands for? Responde
Reserve.
s'il vous plaît.
Reserve.
Basically means respond, please.
Please, yeah. Responde s'il vous plaît.
Oh.
See, Amanda knows.
RSVP.
Why
does
didn't
not
they teach me
start
that?
with reserve.
Do what?
I thought.
See?
Wait.
And you
I
make fun
thought-
of me for having family in rural
I
Appalachia.
thought
At
it was
least I'm
reserved
smart.
section for VIP persons.
He makes fun of me and says my family is from the hills have eyes because I have family in rural Appalachia. And I'm like, at least I know how to say filet mignon.
Lil Wayne said filet mignon once.
You're
Yeah,
gonna listen to Lil Wayne.
He's
Oh,
rich.
always. Little Wayne says it, it goes. That's just the
Thank you. See.
Okay,
she
if I
knows what
want to
I'm
know
talking
how to say the word pussy, I'll listen to Lil Wayne.
about.
I'm
know
not
what he
gonna listen to him about French words.
Actually, hold on. I got a question for the other man on here, Hunter.
Yes.
Would you rather
Oh God, I have a bad
if a
feeling.
girl's like, this is about to get real Writers After Dark here. Would
Go
you
for it.
rather, when you're going down on a female, be like, I want to lick your vagina or your pussy? Which one would you rather do?
Well, Hunter doesn't dirty talk at all, so
Okay, well, Hunter, what sounds more appealing, vagina or pussy?
neither.
Yeah.
Guy.
neither.
See, vagina is such a medical term. It's like vagina.
It's almost
It's so-
improper.
You can't use that one. Never.
Thanks.
See, I like food, so I just feel like, you know.
Yeah, he got mad at me because I taught our daughter the
He's just
anatomical
like-
term. But it's like, then she goes to your mom though, and your mom told her, "Oh, call it a vagina," and it's like, I'd rather my kid say vagina than vagina.
I don't get the
Yeah.
parents that have their kid call
It's
it their
really, really good for children to
I was going to
know
say the same
technical
thing.
terms, because if for some reason they were ever to be sexually
Yep.
assaulted and they are like talked to by the police and stuff, and they look at the cop and your daughter goes, "Oh, he touched my cookie," they
Uh-huh.
can't do
The
anything with
kids,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
This is
Yeah,
the
that
weirdest-
part is good.
Well, that's where they get the doll, and they're like, "Okay, show us on the doll." Like,
Yeah,
But
but if you
also
if you
if
can't say
a
the proper
predator-
term, they're not going to take you as seriously either.
But also,
Right,
if a
right.
predator is looking at your child or talking to your kid, and your kid goes, "Oh, that's my vagina," that's going to turn a predator off. Versus, "Oh, that's my cookie," that's going to turn him on. Like Predators are
Yeah.
also known to be turned off by technical terms.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I mean,
The way I said,
I know.
it's like, yeah, that's true.
As Rob's
I've
like,
done a lot of
I don't like the
research
word
on this
vagina.
So
Because it's just like vagina.
yeah.
Like, hey, come, like, okay, think about this. A girl is dirty talking with a guy, and she's like, come eat my vagina. It's like, no, thank you. Come eat my pussy. That sounds
See,
so much
I'm also
better.
just not a dirty talker either, so I just don't really think about it that much.
I wouldn't
I
say
write it.
you-
So I mean,
If you're in a doctor's office, the guy says vagina. If you're in a bedroom with
Yes.
a woman,
Yeah, but he's not going to eat it.
you don't know that.
Okay,
I
too
wouldn't-
much, too much porn watching.
That I no, I don't want. I don't watch. Nobody on this panel who's a guy who watches porn
Who's a guy? Why did we get on like thrown under the
Did-
bus?
because women do watch porn, and I'm not going to be sexist and say that women don't watch porn.
You just went straight sexist with it.
Yeah, you're like all the men don't
You know
watch
what, Hunter? You fucking. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. How dare you, Hunter? For
It's
so
Zoe will tell you I like to be an advocate for women. That's not like
I do too. What are you trying to say now?
I don't know. I'll take the girl side over the guy side if I have to, unless I have a reason not to.
Me too.
Rob, you should just stop talking. You're just like digging a bigger hole the more you try to get out of it.
I believe him. No, 'cause Hunter's like, hey guys, let's make Rob seem like a misogynistic asshole. How dare you?
That's okay. We
No,
don't think
I want to settle this.
We don't
Amanda's
think
like,
that.
too much porn watching. And then I was like, hey, neither Hunter or I watch porn. And then you guys were all like, well, why not the women? And it's like, because I don't know if you guys do watch porn and I don't want to judge.
See, I
You
said
didn't
too
ask.
much. I said too much porn watching because you're more likely to encounter a storyline in porn where the doctor's like, "Oh, let's make sure everything looks good down here. Oh, it looks good enough to eat." Like that doesn't really happen in real life.
Monsters.
Like male gynecologists look at so much vagina every day, they're probably disgusted by it by the end of the day. Like,
Probably.
ew, I have to look
they get
at
to
one
work and
more.
they're like,
They
oh
probably don't
god,
want to look at
again.
penises because they're like, fuck this. This is way too much vagina. I can't stand this.
Because like they're also looking at like 80-year-old
there it is.
vagina too, Rob.
Oh
Well,
god.
okay, we're back. We're
Yeah,
back.
no doubt. Yeah.
80-year-old women also need pap smears.
You guys, it's getting to be my bedtime, you know.
Oh my God, it's
It's past that.
8:47. It's almost 9:00. Holy crap. Yo, you're
I'm telling
you're
you.
breaking
Actually, it's
rules
almost
of
8
your
o'clock,
own.
so.
Just
You're on the wrong time zone. It is almost 9:00 here.
Yeah.
wait, what time is it where
It
you
is
are?
7:47 p.m. here in
It's 8,
Texas.
it's
so.
8:47.
8:47 here.
Yeah, we're all on Eastern time.
I know.
Yo, it's crazy. We should call this mates from different states. Nevi and Adels would like that.
I like it.
Think.
Oh yeah, we should totally get him on here.
Yes.
He'd be a hard one to get on though,
So
because he's so far time zone
I
away.
know.
I think he'd be willing though. I think he'd be willing to come on here.
I know. One of my good author friends, she is an Australian. She's always awake at this time, and it's like in the middle of the freaking.
Yeah,
it's in the middle of-
Nevi
yeah.
Nevieta's well, he likes to go by that.
Yeah.
His only job is writing. And
Well, J.A.
okay.
Garth, I'm always talking to her. She's a stay-at-home mom, and she's always up, and she's as like she. I feel like she'd fit in. I feel like you're trying. Have you gotten her on to For the Love of Writing?
who?
J.A. Garth.
No.
You should reach out to her and see if you can get her on. She's got her third book in her series, and she's got a few others also. She'd be great. She's in Australia also.
I had Ashley Scott on, who I've seen follow some of your stuff, and also
She's
I
awesome.
think Jessica Mangus, but I could be wrong.
Mangus.
with her name.
Yeah.
I think it's Jessica Mangus. I've had her on. She did a. I really want to read her books.
I just
But-
downloaded hers to get to it. I don't know how I feel about it because it is Christian fiction or whatever, something like that. I don't know
Yeah.
how strong the Christian part of it is, and my faith is really struggling right now. So, but I'm gonna give it a try just because she has really supported me. She just did Flesh and Flame, and then after she posted about it, I got sales and pages read out the wazoo, and I feel like it is from her. So I feel like it's only right to support her back. So
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
Her episode
the way
got
to
a lot
do
of
it.
views.
Yeah, we'll have to get on here again and do this.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I got to have a new episode every week, and I get anxious that people won't be available, and it makes me anxious.
On
Yeah.
the 5th, I am starting my announcement for my scavenger hunt for the 3rd title of the Flesh and Flame series.
Wow, you got to come
And
on.
then and once it's announced, it's going to be a few days of a scavenger hunt going on. And then I'm going to announce the title, and then it'll be out there in the world.
Sweet.
And I am
Yeah.
so nervous for I am so nervous to finally release the title of it because I
Aw.
just finished my last proofread of Ruin and Rage. So
Sweet. Well,
Nice.
I'm excited. All right. Well, some of us are going off to bed now. So
Yes. I say we end it because we've been going for just under 2 hours, and we
yeah, no
That's
doubt.
crazy.
My legs
Goodness.
are completely.
it's been
asleep.
good. I've enjoyed it, but I think it's time to end it because I said we were going to end it like 20 minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
Hunter,
Yeah.
my good sir.
Well, it was good getting to talk with all of you guys. This was fun.
Yes, it was good to actually talk with you in real time.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
need
no
to.
doubt.
We need to. If you're available next weekend, we could try to
Yes.
do it same time
Figure
next
something
weekend.
out.
And you
All
got to
right.
come on for the love of writing soon.
Rob, we work
For sure,
bingo
for
this
sure.
time next week. Just a FYI.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see what the schedule's looking like this time next week.
Hunter, you want to wrap it up?
Sure. That seems to be the trend, isn't it? Alrighty. Thank you guys for watching our podcast on Writers After Dark. We will have this posted on. Rob will post it on Friday, and we will see you again next time.
Bye.
You'll have a great
Good night,
night.
everybody.
Bye.
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 Good stuff, guys.